This is the ultimate WWE 2K25 wish list.
Luke Harper, at least one TNA person in DLC would be a cool deal to strike up. Jordan Grace. Custom themes linked to Apple or Spotify app on console. See, that is a genius idea, and I think that's something they used to do. Oh yeah, and a game that plays pretty smooth day one, doesn't even have to be perfect, but try. Damn. Listen, for as much as I would want to see Luke Harper in 2K again, I just don't necessarily know if that's something that they're going to do, because obviously he's still going to be in the AEW games and he's still a big part of that company. Obviously through his wife and through his son as well, who are helping out and are friends with both, but generally it's more of an AEW thing, so I don't know, maybe they can strike up a deal where he's in both games. That'd be pretty insane. The TNA person, I think it absolutely has to be Jordan Grace. She's been all over WWE this year. I was there when she debuted at the Rumble. She's been on NXT. She's been doing her thing. I think if anyone's gonna break that barrier down, it has to be Jay Grace. Custom themes through Apple or Spotify. I'm surprised that isn't a deal that they haven't struck sooner. And in terms of the game playing smooth on day one, good luck, Charlie. Live updates for superstar appearances, attires, entrances, etc. Now, for as cool as this is and for as awesome as these covers are, this is unfortunately something I can't ever see 2K doing, at least not anytime soon. Famous last words. And it's one of these frustrating things because it would make the games better. Like, for example, imagine like a month into the game, someone completely changes their gimmick, or someone returns and it's a different gimmick from what's in the game, and they actually updated it instead of having to wait 10, 11 months until the next game. And we actually got updated attires and updated entrances. Entrances would be a big one, but I think that's why they don't do it. Intergender matches so that I can do Dominic Mysterio versus Rhea Ripley in a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. Oh my god. What the hell's going on in this guy's universe mode? With that being said though, I don't think they're ever going to do intergender matches like just on launch of the game. I think we're past that point now, and I think it's just not something I could see them doing. Thankfully, it's not that hard to mod that in, so I mean, at some point just invest in a gaming PC and just mod the game. It's a way better experience. Oh boy, this first one makes me depressed. Only next-gen support. You see, I tweeted about this the other day. Why are we still making this game for PS4? The consoles came out 12 years ago. We just go ahead and make this game for Nintendo Wii, okay? Give SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 a little buddy, okay? Fuck it. I cannot believe that we are in 2025. Big 2025. As proven in the last generation of consoles, once they stopped making these games for the last gen and just focused on the next gen, we get a game like 2K19. Because you don't have to go ahead and spend any amount of time, any resources on the last generation. You can just go ahead and focus all your energy on using the PS5, the Xbox Series X to its maximum capabilities. But instead, we're going ahead and we're saying, no, this game is already dead on arrival, basically. This game will have some updated features and it might change things here and it might change things there. But generally, since we're still holding ourselves back by having a PlayStation 4 version, it's never going to be able to reach the heights that it could if you just focused on the next generation, which we're in right now. We should be focusing on current gen because it's no longer next gen, it's current gen, and that's the last gen. Leave chain wrestling out. That's a controversial one. I know a lot of people love chain wrestling. Bring back the run-in and ability to cut a promo to universe mode. You know, I've spoken on that before. I don't think promos are that good. Sorry, I know. The DLC is something that we actually want and not Pat McAfee and friends. Okay, you want to play as this guy. Going back to the cut a promo thing, if we could write custom promos and I could actually go in and type the promo that I want the superstar to cut, so I could be a bit more immersed in what they're saying instead of them just saying some generic nonsense, then I'd be a bit bigger fan of the promo system. A lot of the dialogue that they'd be saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the time when I'd be playing Universe Mode, a lot of the dialogue would be repetitive, it would be corny, and I'm just like, I don't like these animations, I don't like what they're saying, this is so pointless, it's a waste of time. I'd rather imagine what happened in my fucking noggin and then just go ahead and play a match than go ahead and sit through this slow, monotonous promo system. I'm sorry, I'm just not a promo guy. Don't believe it. Not to sound all Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was talking about CTE, but not a big CTE guy. Just don't believe in it. I'm not a big promo guy. Just don't believe in it. Sorry. Just copy and paste SVR 2007 with better features. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, go ahead. Although, actually, you spelt SVR 2011 wrong. New names for Creator Superstar Mode's presentation list. Listen, 2K. This one hits close to home. For how many years have we had the name Deonte in NBA 2K? You can't go ahead and put that in WWE 2K as well and just throw it into the list of like new announcements for Alicia Taylor this year. And for God's sake, the Inferno match may not be in the 2K games anymore, but it was. Why can't you go ahead and have Inferno in there, huh? Why can't I be called Dante Inferno in 2K? It shouldn't be that hard. Fuck. I was out here, prime my career universe running around around with the announcement as DI, okay? I couldn't do anything about it. Fuck. I don't even mind so much about Deonte. Just give me Inferno, okay? I'll do a little name cut, okay? I'll just be Inferno. Just, come on. Oh, this person has just put WWE Women 2024 graphic. You know what? Yeah, let's get all of them in there. Wait a minute. Stephanie Vaca, I completely forgot she's gonna be in a 2K game. Oh, here we go. And I also have to go ahead and bring up Penta, okay? Penta's like vignettes I've been playing. Another one played on Raw on Netflix the other day. You guys can pull a blinder here. You already know Penta's coming in. He's probably already signed. That's why they're playing the vignettes. Go ahead. Last DLC. Go out with a bang for 2K25. Whenever the September window is, September, November. They keep doing these late DLCs now. November DLC. Penta.
You have got a deal!
A game that works and doesn't restart your entire progress and custom creations and more when you temporarily uninstall to reorganize your storage. See, that sounds like a skill issue. Y'all don't have hard drives to your PS5. Furthermore, go back to like 90% of the systems from 2K16 when the game was actually fun and not arcade garbage. Wow. You don't hear a lot of people campaigning for 2K16 too much. That's interesting. Spotify Connect so we can have custom music and entrance themes. There's another one. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Professional wrestling focused gameplay, chain wrestling, limb damage selling, wrestling submission gameplay. This is not MMA. Better character work, movement, mannerisms, personality, realistic combo strikes. I mean, these are all great things, absolutely. I actually think the better character work here is probably the key one that I want to point out because that's something that I feel like 2K games and just wrestling games in general have lacked for a while. Because that is one thing that makes you feel a lot more immersed in playing these games. It's not seeing every character move around the same way and have that lifeless running animation and just feel like you're playing the same match over and over again. If more characters had maybe, like for example, Dean Ambrose mannerisms where he was doing that kind of thing and he was a little bit more wacky. Or maybe they walk around like The Rock. You know, The Rock's got a ton of unique mannerisms. All these different wrestlers, we're still like here when it comes to tapping into character work in wrestling games, and I feel like there's another layer where we could go where it really feels like we're playing as these characters. These items of clothing, what the hell have we got here? What item of clothing? Okay. I guess you want some generic vests for cause. You want a okay, I mean, that ring jacket, I can see it. I can see the vision, okay. And like a mask and a headband and kind of looking like Naruto. Okay. I think old Daniel over here, he just wants to get his core over. His core probably looks exactly like this and he's just like, 2K, could you do me a favor? These women, and if they add Kelly, I really hope they would add her championship entrance like how she had in WWE 13. Let's go ahead and see. We've got AJ Lee, we've got Kelly, and we've got, oh, here we go. You had me at the Bella Twins. Oh, here we go. Get the Bella Twins back in these games, baby. Get that Total Divas reboot going. Oh my good lord. If I'm living in a 2025 where I'm about to get that Total Divas reboot announcement and I'm also getting the Bella Twins in a DLC alongside, I don't even know what I'm finna do. But going back, I mean, Kelly, one of my favorites from the Diva era as well. Grew up loving her, let me tell you something. And in terms of AJ Lee, it's kind of a make or break year for AJ Lee being in a WWE game and also being in the WWE, because I honestly think if she doesn't return this year, like at the Royal Rumble or something, and if she doesn't have one more run this year, then maybe she's actually content with never coming back. What I mean by that respectfully is maybe she's just like, you know, I'm actually not doing it, guys. I'm actually genuinely not coming back. Get over it. But I choose not to live in that society. I choose to live in a DDJ delusional society, actually. It's Delusional Jones. So with that being said, AJ Lee will be returning at the Royal Rumble 2025, and she will be in the final DLC alongside Penta in 2K 2025. You heard it here first. Stable online servers. Yeah, you've got a prep. Expanded creation suite, especially in creating an arena, and a new edition of Create a Story. I will be there. 4 to 5 man group entrances. Again, it's another thing that we're not going to get because we're still on PS4. Improved weapon physics. Yep. Improved existing matches, including backstage fights. Yep. Okay. Although I will say the improvement they made on backstage fights where they expanded it and we've got new areas over the last year or so, I like that, but I think keep building on it. I fully agree. More new match types, the Inferno match, please. New gameplay mechanics, absolutely. Have 6 to 10 group members. Okay, well, yeah, I agree with all of that, to be honest. WWE 2K25 should have a feature where if you go outside the ring with your opponent and you go through a table or you put your opponent through, when the count hits like 4 or 5, your opponent starts crawling back and you have to spam or something to beat the count. The Johnny Gargano method, okay. You want that NXT TakeOver New York Johnny Gargano pack. Okay, nah, I hear you. I can actually see them doing this because in 2K24, we got like the standoff where you punch and then you do the timing thing and you punch back. I can actually see this being another one that they build upon and add into the general gameplay, and I think this is one that, this might be one of my favorites that I've seen in the entire video. It's something that I absolutely think they need to go ahead and do. Demon Finn as a My Rise unlockable, absolutely. Rebel Heart Gargano as a Persona card. You very rarely see people pushing for my faction over here, but fair enough. Re-add the old DIY attires. Yes, absolutely agree. Interactive gameplay, expanded crowd fighting, such as going upstairs, fight on top of the balcony or the other side of the arena to fight tech area, yes. Again, another thing that I feel like they're slowly building toward. Spearing off the stage or going through the Tron, yes, we need more OMG moments. Interact with the crowd, yes. Chain wrestling, yes. DQ after ignoring submission, yes. You snapped, I love all of it. Universe mode to get a whole overhaul and be finally fixed. You see, I can't see that happening unless they go ahead and take Universe mode out the game for a year and then bring it back a year later, because I don't even know if they have enough time to fix everything wrong with Universe mode in a year. I mean, they should realistically, but going off like what they would say, they probably don't. I don't know. The ability to walk around backstage and explore more, yes. I think, quite frankly, I need to be able to fly a helicopter again. Good online servers. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Not gonna happen. Chelsea Green is on the cover, stepping on Mia Yim, holding her United States Championship in her left hand and a kendo stick on the right. I salute to my Chelsea Green era. Come on, them. And we've got a bunch of women's legends here. We've got Jacqueline, we've got Tori Wilson, we've got Ivory, we've got Jazz here, we've got Molly, Holly, Stacy Keebler, Victoria, China. Big ups, China. Hardly, we need even more women's legends in these games. Fully agree. Letting us use the Judgment Day's entrance without it being complicated. Holy shit, truer words have never been spoken. Create a story. Who cares? Please. I have been pushing for story designer for so many goddamn years now. Bring it